For today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make an authentic tiramisu recipe that is eggless, and I'm also going to show you how I achieved this really cute floral look at the end using a stencil. All measurements and the ingredients I used are included in the description box below, but let's start. First up, I mixed the instant custard powder with a few tablespoons of milk. So I used 200 milliliters of milk overall, but I took a few tablespoons from that to add it and mix it with the instant custard powder, so I got like a paste. And then I cooked it on the stove for a few minutes until it thickened and looked like this. This step is really important, so don't just add your custard powder to the milk directly. Add it slowly by making like a paste and then pouring that into your milk. Anyway, after that, I added mascarpone and put it in the fridge to chill. I also whipped 300 milliliters of double cream, added icing sugar to that, and then whisked them together and then popped them in the fridge. And that's our cream finished. So just covered it in cling film and I put it in the fridge to stay nice and cool. Next up, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of instant coffee powder, coffee granules or whatever. I prefer decaf coffee just because actual coffee just makes me feel weird. So I use decaf coffee, and yeah, you can use whatever coffee you want. And then I soaked the biscuits, the sponge fingers, I can't pronounce them in Italian, I wish I could. Soak them in the coffee after I let it cool. Strictly do not add the sponge fingers to the coffee when it's still hot, because they will literally instantly disintegrate and you don't want that. So yeah, you just add them to your dish. I used a deep 9-inch dish and soaked them for a few seconds, and then after that added the creamy mixture that I used earlier, got it out the fridge, added a generous layer, and then I just repeated the process from step 1 again. So added the biscuits again, and that is all. It's a really simple recipe. It results in a really creamy custardy texture which tastes authentic. I'm not going to say authentic because it doesn't include eggs, and I know that traditional tiramisu does, but I still think it's incredible. It tastes so good and you wouldn't even tell that there are no eggs inside. Then I dusted with cocoa powder, dusted on top with cocoa powder. Now we are done. Usually I add cocoa powder at the end just before serving, but now I'm adding it and then popping it into the fridge. I have a stencil that I wanted to use. I wanted to try and see if it would give me the effect I was after. So I just added the stencil, cut it out as you saw to make sure that it fits within the dish I'm using. And then I just dusted some icing sugar on top, and then that's it. This was the moment of truth. I pulled off the stencil to see if it would actually look like roses, and it did. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I feel like using stencils is a way to kind of make it more creative. And yeah, that's it. I really hope you make this recipe because it is a really good one. Let me know in the comments if you do attempt it and if you'd like to see any other dessert recipes shared. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.